Okay, before I start today's video, I'd first like to just let me know in the comments section, do you want me to continue to do gaming news on this channel? As of right now, I do NBA, some entertainment, and some professional football, the NFL. But if you want me to continue with content in the gaming industry, just comment in the comments section. Well, without further ado, let's get into today's subject, today's topic. We knew for quite some time now that MLB The Show was going to be it's no longer going to be a PlayStation exclusive, all right? PC as well as Xbox fanboys can get their hands on MLB The Show, all right? Now, you had a lot of doom and gloom fanboys when this announcement was made, with their speculations talking about this is the end of Sony and just you wait. They're going to integrate a lot of their IPs on other platforms. The days of owning a console and the reason why you purchase that console is for the exclusive content. Now this content is no longer exclusive, okay? Now you can get this content on PC, tablet, or, if you're an Xbox, you can play this content on Xbox, okay? So you had a lot of people talking that talk about consoles are no longer exclusive. And 9 times out of 10, I feel like 95% of people that spew this are, only have one console and one console only. I feel like the majority of us play our games multiple ways. We just don't have one console. Some of us have all 3 consoles. I have 2 different consoles, plus a PC and a tablet and a smartphone. Okay? So, I feel like in 2021, gaming has evolved into back in the days in the 70s, the 80s, and yes, in the 90s, where, you are a fan of one particular console and you purchase that one particular console because of the content that's exclusively on that particular console. Even back in the 80s and 90s, I don't think this is the majority, but I feel like a lot of people were in the same category as Wah. I owned a multitude of other consoles. I was never just only for Xbox or just only for PlayStation. I remember back in the day when I was a young lad, I used to have Atari consoles, Sega Genesis consoles, the Dreamcast consoles. Every 4, maybe 6, 7 years, I would change to a different console, okay? I wasn't only just a PlayStation fanboy that only buy PlayStation consoles. I bought a multitude of different consoles. I had no allegiance, and I didn't pledge my allegiance to one specific or particular console, okay? Even when I was younger, okay? I'm much older now, and I still don't feel like that. But I do, I feel like there's a lot of people out there, particularly in the YouTube gaming industry, that are one-trick ponies. They champion their favorite piece of plastic, their favorite console, okay? And they go on podcasts, they make videos, they create blogs, okay? Spewing this nonsense that you're not a true fanboy if you don't bleed for your favorite piece of plastic. If I cut you open, if you don't bleed green, then you're not an Xbox fanboy. Or if you don't bleed, I feel like PlayStation use blue. If you're not aqua blue, then you're not a PlayStation fanboy, okay? You're not a PC elitist, okay? I feel like all of these titles, these titles are useless. They're meaningless, okay? Nobody, not to my knowledge, only champions one console and one console only. I feel like that's few and far between. I feel like the majority of us have multiple different types of devices to play our games on, okay? So, MLB The Show. when you look at MLB The Show, and if you look at the history of MLB The Show, I feel like a lot of these PlayStation fanboys are not aware of the history of MLB The Show. Me personally, I played MLB The Show. I played 2 different editions of this game, and I believe I played it on the PlayStation 3. Okay, maybe the PlayStation 3 and then the PlayStation 4. But other than that, I wasn't a hardcore fan of baseball. And I can remember back the reasons why I purchased it at that particular time. It was a drought. There was really nothing else to play that I wanted to play. So I copped it and picked it up, okay? And I did it for like 2 consecutive years, and then I dropped it, all right? I feel like a lot of PlayStation fans are unaware of this, or they don't want to see reality that's in front of them, or just spewing a bunch of nonsense, knowing that's just nonsense. I don't think the majority of I know the majority of PlayStation gamers don't even buy MLB The Show, haven't picked up MLB The Show, haven't played MLB The Show, okay? But with this example, they're going to use this example. They're going to cherry pick and use this example to spew their other nonsense of the days of owning just one console and championing one console only. The only reason why come you purchase that console is for the exclusive. Those days are numbered. Those days are gone, okay? Speaking of Days Gone is I believe it's going to be making its way to PC. I feel like, and I forgot the other game that's a PlayStation exclusive, that the first one is already on PC, and Sony is going in a new direction. Let's stick with MLB The Show. Not a lot of people purchased this game on the PlayStation side of things. So when you add that, plus the fact that when you look at Major League Baseball, they want to expand other fans and other players with the opportunity of playing MLB The Show, okay? There were other baseball games, okay? But none of those baseball games resonated high enough other than MLB The Show, okay? Sony had their developmental team creating this game. This is the most realistic baseball game when you compare it to the other baseball, like RBI, and I think 2K took a swing at baseball. EA took a swing at baseball, and they all crashed and burned. MLB The Show risen from those ashes, and that's really the only, if you're a baseball fan, that's the only game that you really wanted to pick up anyway. But the majority of those fans, they don't make the multitude of people that bought PlayStation 3s or 4s, and yes, even 5. The majority of them simply don't play MLB The Show. They pass it like a bad habit. Even in this drought, where there's not a lot of new content coming out, which is perfect for MLB The Show. You might get new people wanting to experience and try it out on the PlayStation side of things, and they're still not picking this game up. There are people that are willing to just play games that came out 2, 3, 4 years older games than play MLB The Show, have a new experience with it. I just don't think the multitude of gamers are 100% fanatic baseball fans, all right? And if you look at the track record, the records show that MLB The Show wasn't that successful on one platform. So you got that with Major League Baseball saying you need to expand your horizon, have this game playable on PC, and also have this game on Xbox, okay? I feel like that's helping the MLB, but it's also helping Sony. It's lining their pockets up. Now more people will experience and maybe buy this game, either through Game Pass, or if they are a true MLB The Show fan, but they have an Xbox console, they may pick it up for $70. And then you still have those other fans that on the PlayStation side of things that's going to pick it up. Now, I know there was somebody saying Well, isn't it funny how Xbox gamers can pick this game up and don't have to spend $70? And PlayStation gamers they don't have no choice but to buy this game for $70 or $69.99 or $60. I forgot what it was. Either way, it's still close to $70. And it was laughable to this gentleman. But let's just say PlayStation 5. Let's just say hypothetically there are 10 million PlayStation 5s out there. How many of those 10 million is going to purchase MLB The Show? I don't believe a million of them are going to support and play MLB The Show. Thus why I don't think that logic helps your argument. Okay, it probably would help your argument if 2 or 3 million people are huge baseball fans and they're fans of MLB The Show, but it does not help your argument when it's not even the multitude that's interested in MLB The Show on the PlayStation side of things. So this makes PlayStation happy. They're gonna have discover new fans, make more money, having this available on PC and Xbox. It makes MLB happy. Now other gamers are gonna try this game out, and who knows? They may become baseball fans. Okay, that's pretty much how corporations use logic to make it make sense or to make it work. All right. So, to me, this is a poor argument. If you're saying God of War is going to make its way on the Xbox consoles or on PC, this argument you can't include, well, you know what, The Last of Us is going to be on multiple platforms, or Uncharted is going to be on multiple platforms. I feel like those games are going to still remain exclusive, okay? You're either going to play them through the PlayStation 5, they're still doing support for the PlayStation 4, or their streaming service, and I forgot their streaming service on PlayStation Now. You can play it that way. But other than that, they're going to be time exclusives, where if you want to play this game first, you're going to have to buy it on the PlayStation 5. And maybe 2-3 years down the road, they'll include it with PlayStation Now. All right? I feel like, there's still a reason and a purpose to buy a PlayStation 5. There's a lot of exclusives that you're not going to be able to play on any other device. Okay? I don't think this is the end of what Sony is going to be doing. I think they're going to have a multitude of other IPs that were just not selling great or well on the PlayStation ecosystem. They're going to include these games, and you'll be able to play these games on other devices. Now, me personally, this does not hurt me. Okay? Why? Because I have a PlayStation 5. I have a PC. I have an Xbox. So it really, this news does not affect me that way. I don't think the sky is falling or doom and gloom. This is or coming to these unlogical conclusions that the PlayStation 5 is worthless now, okay? Why even buy a PlayStation 5? Because of the simple fact of MLB The Show is going to be on multiple devices and consoles, okay? So, to me, this does not hurt me, and it does not affect me because I already have those devices, okay? If I was really interested in MLB The Show, now I have multiple ways to play this game if I was interested, but I'm not interested. Ratchet and Clank, let's just use Ratchet and Clank as an example. Ratchet and Clank is not on the same type of status as The Last of Us or Uncharted. It has a cult following, okay? Imagine if Ratchet and Clank was on multiple devices, all right? Does that mean that there's no reason to get a PlayStation 5? PlayStation 5 gave up on exclusives. I feel like Sony is in and out with exclusives. They're going to be a number of IPs that, look, in order for you to experience these IPs, if you want to play them first, or if you just want to play them simply, you're going to have to get a PlayStation 5. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yes, we're still going to support PlayStation 4, but for how long? I feel like they're going to support PlayStation 4 for like the next couple of years. They're going to drop it like a bad habit, okay? So, when you look at this news does not affect anyone who has multiple consoles or multiple devices. However, I don't see how this news make the doom and gloomers who only prefer to play on one console and one console only. They don't want to play on PC. They don't want to play on no other consoles other than the one that they're a fan of. Okay? And even then, unless you was a huge MLB The Show fan, you may have a point. But you really logically do not have a point. This does not mean the PlayStation 5 is worthless. This also does not mean that Xbox is more popular than the PlayStation 5. This really is just news. This makes, if you're a fan of MLB The Show, then that just tells you that they're going to continue making this because they got it on other devices and consoles. Okay, I can see how this news can affect you that way. Okay, if you didn't like MLB The Show, it sort of affects you to, thinking that this was going to be the last year for it. Now come word that they're going to have it on multiple devices and consoles, and they're going to continue to support of it. I can see how that could affect you if you are not a fan of MLB The Show. Other than that, this does not do anything or nothing for anyone or anybody. So that's all I got for today, guys. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Deuces.